Today we're going to explore an analogy comparing modern AI systems to that mythical genie in a bottle, with the premise that prompting is like wish-making and does appear a little bit magical. If you could rub a lamp and summon a genie right now, what would your first wish be? Most of you would probably imagine something spectacular, like world peace, an endless supply of pizza, or perhaps $1 million. What most of you didn't think about is how picky that genie can be. Today we'll explore why today's AI models are a lot like those mischievous lamp dwellers, and what that means for anyone who ever types a prompt into ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, or any other large language model. If we look back at the myth of the genie, going back to the Arabian Nights, and all the many depictions of genies since in popular culture, where the genie grants 3 wishes. Wishing for $1 million may end up with you inheriting a large herd of male deer, as the wording of wishes can be viewed as ambiguous, and you get exactly what the genie understands in a very literal sense. Genies have been depicted as having over-the-top personalities, with humour orientated in subverting expectations, and they may impose a no wish for more wishes rule. So be careful what you wish for, as the genie, while being a literalist, can also be a trickster. Intent and execution can diverge wildly. All these share a single theme. The outcome is entirely dependent on how you phrase the request. The genie isn't evil, it's just very literal. In technical terms, a large language model is a massive transformer neural network trained on billions of words. From your perspective, it's just a very chatty genie who knows everything and sometimes nothing at all. The analogy between the genie and a large language model would be as follows. The lamp, which for the genie is a brass-polished oil lamp, would be for an LLM an API endpoint, user interface, or even a notebook cell, where you rub the model. Rubbing the lamp would be sending the prompt you have entered. While genies seem to have a 3 wishes rule, large language models tend to have a token budget, which is only limited by your subscription. More like unlimited wishes, but with a finite energy of context window or compute cost. The genie's thought process is hidden from you, and a large language model is also mostly obscured and hidden in a vast network of weights and connections. The actual granting of wishes for your LLM is producing text, code, images, or other media. How should wishes or prompts be crafted takes us into the world of prompt engineering. Our core rule here is to be explicit and not evasive. An example of a bad prompt: give me something about cats. The result: a random cat fact, a poem, an image of a cat, or, if you're unlucky, a discussion on Catherine the Great. A good prompt: write a 150-word humorous short story where a tabby cat named Whiskers saves the city's power grid from a ransomware attack. The result: a better chance of a focused, on-topic output that matches your constraints. The ambiguity trap for wishes and prompts. I want $1 million. The result is 1 million male deer. Make it fast. This could mean speed, brevity, or write in a frantic style. Explain quantum physics to a child. Do you want a simple analogy, an illustrated story, or a toy experiment? Inside the lamp, the black box mystery. Weights and biases. In a large language model, there are billions of parameters, comparable to a genie's hidden scrolls of knowledge. Attention heads. Where does the model look? Akin to the smoke swirling inside the lamp, tools like attention visualizers do give us a peek, but never the full story. Training data leakage. The Genie may surprise you with hallucinations, fabricated facts, because it tries to fill the gaps, just as a careless wish can summon an unexpected monster. You have no direct access to what's going on in the lamp's interior, only its output. That's why prompt engineering feels like negotiating with a being that speaks in riddles. When wishes go wrong. Some case studies. Firstly, give me a quick recipe for eggplant parmesan. The result? A list of eggplants, parmesan cheese, and a poem about Italian art. So why did this happen? The word quick was interpreted as short, leading the model to output a short, poetic description instead of a cooking method. Next, summarise the book The Hobbit in 3 sentences. And the result? You get a summary that mixes The Hobbit with Lord of the Rings events. So why did this happen? The model's internal representation conflated related works. A lack of explicit disambiguation caused bleed-through. Next, create a logo for my new startup, Blue Whale, using green and blue colours. The result? A text description and no image that says, draw a blue whale on a green background. So why did this happen? The model was asked to create an image, but the interface only supports textual output. And finally, give me the secret to happiness. The result? A long philosophical essay ending with 42. And why did this happen? The model latched on to the cultural meme from The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, interpreting the secret as a joke answer. We can notice a pattern forming here: ambiguous adjectives, overloaded concepts, and missing modality constraints all invite the model to interpret in ways you did not intend. So what are the best practices to become a skilled summoner? Number 1. Define the desired output format. For example, write a JSON object with fields, title, date, and summary. Number 2. Set your constraints explicitly. By using word limits, setting the tone, formal or humorous, specify the audience level, college level or non-technical. Number 3. Provide context or examples. Background facts, domain-specific jargon. Number 4. Use guardrails. System messages. You are a safe assistant. Do not produce disallowed content. And post-processing filters, for example, toxicity detectors. Number 5. Iterate and refine. Treat each response as feedback. By saying that's close, but make it more concise. Number 6. Leverage advanced techniques. Chain of thought prompting forces stepwise reasoning. Self-consistency sampling. Run multiple generations and pick the most common answer. Similar to asking our Genie 3 times. Tool use and retrieval augmentation. Combining large language models with external knowledge bases, like giving your Genie a library card. Ethics and responsibility. The dark side of wishes. The evil wish problem. Users may request disallowed content, for example, hate speech, instructions for wrongdoing. Modern AI platforms implement policy filters, which is our version of the Genie's no more wishes about world domination rule. Bias amplification. If a wish reflects societal stereotypes, for example, write a story where the doctor is male, the model may perpetuate them. Prompt engineers must re-wish with inclusive language. Privacy concerns. Asking for personal data about real people triggers privacy safeguards, just as you should never ask a genie to reveal your neighbour's bank account without consent. Environmental cost. Each wish consumes computing power and electricity. Overprompting can be wasteful. Think of it as rubbing the lamp excessively. The moral of every Genie story is that power comes with responsibility. In AI, that means designing and using prompts in ways that respect safety, fairness, and sustainability. The art of summoning. Ask the Genie for a wish you can live with, not a wish you can't afford. So takeaways from today's video for looking at LLMs as a genie. Clarity is king. Precise language equals predictable outcomes. Iterate like a magician. One rub isn't always enough. Refine your wording. Respect the unseen. Remember that behind every fluent sentence lies a massive, opaque network of weights. Treat it with curiosity and caution. So next time you sit down at your computer and type, "Hey, Chat GPT," imagine yourself polishing an ancient brass lamp. Speak clearly, set boundaries, and maybe, just maybe, you'll get the $1,000,000 you actually wanted. A brilliant, helpful answer that saves you time, sparks creativity, and doesn't accidentally summon a herd of deer into your living room. That's it for today. Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching today's video. Please feel free to click on the link in the description below to discover more videos.